We got more racetracks. Yay!
Currently about 9:23, 9:30, Monday the 14th here. Currently working on getting all the minis that just came in this past week. So it came out last week, but it was like 4 boxes of worth. So it was pretty much this new current wave of minis that we had pre-ordered months ago. They all came in with the 4, so they were piled up over there. I'm moving them over here because I need to clear the shipping station area because I need to also order. I need to ship and pack and process about 6 online orders right now, but I kind of need the space to do so. So unfortunately, to do other work, I had to do other work so I can do the work, if it makes sense. So, so making more space in the bazaar area. So I'm going to be bringing over eventually those shelves over there. And put pretty much all the Gundams and minis along this aisle here and just have the board games focused on that section over there. Just because we do have most of the retail right now just all consolidated in that space. But, you know, if we're going to be forced to having to operate this way, we might as well just utilize the entirety of the store to go ahead and retail with. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. But I'm going to be moving all the miniatures. I'm not sure if you can see it over there, but there's an entire wall of minis that's going to have to come over here eventually as well. So I'm going to be using both sides of this grid thing, and hopefully we can fit it all there. But I started doing it and realized that I needed to move the tables up further because the gap that we initially had set was massive, kind of unnecessary here. And if I want to move those shelves over here, I'm going to need to make more space. I wasn't currently in the middle of moving that up, but then, as typical fashion, always finding other things that I need to work on. So at least for my evening priorities right now, I do have to finish this up, get the orders processed. I am going to work out. My returning at Best Buy took a lot longer than I expected, so had to get that done. I also have to finish this review video for I have not a sponsored, but I got a review copy to make a TikTok video of for the secondary monitor over there. So I got to work on that as well too. So that's gonna be the first thing I got to do. Finish that and then work out. So hopefully I'll be leaving here before 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning today. And then tomorrow there's a lot of work to get done for the franchise side of things. Essentially, there's a lot to do before the snowstorm comes in on Wednesday. So yeah, so it's all going to snow on Wednesday. So, woo, this week's off to an exciting start. But yeah, we get there. Also, that guy over there for those of you who are into Pokemon and trading cards and stuff like that, that bastard over there ended up winning a PSA Grade 10 VMAX Charizard Secret from Champions Pack. So yeah, he's very excited about it.
For me country!
It's twofold. The second reason being for the monetary wise, he got it for a really good price. It's a really good deal technically, and the value on that card should go up. But the main reason I think he's the most happy of, he's like, I've always wanted a Charizard growing up, so I definitely share his sentiment. And obviously, none of us are going to be able to afford a first edition PSA Grade 10 Holo Charizard. But that Charizard is one hell of a way to add, to have even for a personal collection, to fulfill our childhood dream and stuff of owning that. So that's awesome. So that's congrats on him there. But as you guys can see, we got the convention style setups going here. So I set up showcase booths. So we have Dark Souls running here, running with the videos playing of the gameplay and trailers and stuff like that. We also have it set up here for Resident Evil and for Horizon Zero Dawn. Hopefully more expansions will come eventually here. But it definitely feels like a miniature convention in this area. It's kind of funny. But we'll see how it all ends up here eventually. But time to get back to work. Decided to go out and get food with the boys really quick. Just take out. Visit my mom too. Look at how this guy's sleeping. Look at how he's sleeping. He's just fully contorted. Hey, June. He's eating his chicken fry. He needs a drink.
His drink is right here.
I feel bad, trying to pick him up, but
Alright, June, come on.
can't be comfortable. some valuable fun time with the boys playing Mario Kart. This one's just sitting here chilling and watching. Oh, there he goes. And now you're not tired anymore? I don't think he likes being recorded. But we're giving mommy time to shower. So Tuesday night, leaving a little bit early than expected, just because I decided I'm just going to come back in the morning before the snowstorm arrives to just kind of finish cleaning up, doing some last minute work. Spent the majority of today redoing the desk areas. So I moved the standing desk that was over here, brought it over here so I can work a little bit more efficiently, and standing up I can also keep an eye on the door a little bit better. This took a little bit bulk of my time, and I still need to finish up redoing the register system there. But overall, I got some decent amount of work done. I'm going to go home. It's 11:30 right now. It's going to actually, originally stay till 2 or 3, but I'm going to go home, finish editing some of the videos for you guys, as well as working on some of my projects at home, and then I'll come back in the morning, work out, do the dishes. It's literally 2 pots I got to clean, so nothing crazy. And then I'll head out early from there to run some errands, grocery shopping, and then get this guy his movie. He wants Tenet. Then I'll head home for the rest of the day. Huh? I already got you the computer. It's up front. Yeah, he's gonna borrow one of the PCs, but since we're gonna be snowed in all day tomorrow, might as well, So if you can't tell by the background, it's snowing today. So it didn't, I had small hopes that the storm would just veer left or right, like it normally did the last few years, because the last 2 years we had pretty mild winters per se. All the big storms just kind of came and went, or they missed us by a long shot. Nope, this one's here to stay apparently. Now, I don't think it's as bad as many people are saying it to be. They're saying maybe 6 to 10 inches maybe. I went up in the college I was at was near a lake. So I got lake effect snow. So I was used to 2 to 3 feet a day. Per storm, every week, and negative 18 degrees. So driving through this, what makes it more dangerous is the other people. I found out, going to school there for 4.5 years, driving in the snow isn't so bad if you know how to do it. Obviously it helps if you have a capable car, but I had a front wheel drive Elantra, and I was ripping through 3 feet of snow just fine. Semi-plowed and packed, but this doesn't really faze me these days. It's mostly the other people that I worry about. But thankfully this car has a snow mode, so I'm in that, cruising home right now. It's not really sticking too bad. I wonder if I can show you guys using camera switch. There you go. You're seeing an angled view of the road right now, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's just starting. It just literally started about half an hour ago. And so it's going to go all day into tomorrow morning. So we'll see how much actually accumulates. So stay tuned. Made the call last night. I told my team, I was like, I'm going to keep looking at it throughout the evening. Let's see where it ends up. Let's see what time it starts, whether or not we want to open or not. And I decided to come in to... Uh-oh. Is there a closure up there? Oh, no. Looks like there was an accident already. Huh. I'm gonna have to go around. Looks like someone already got into a little accident over there. Yep, we're gonna avoid it. No, but I preemptively just called it. I was like, you know what? Let's just close. Let's just close for the day. Yeah, it looks like there was an accident down there. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're just gonna close for the day, and then tomorrow, because it's snowing into the morning, we're going to open later. So we're gonna open at 12 o'clock, but we'll play it by ear. Because if neither of us, because we all live a little bit, so we all live in the area threshold that's supposed to get a lot more snow than where the store is. So if tomorrow morning we're still kind of snowed in and everything, I'm just gonna say we're gonna open later in the afternoon. Just call it safe, and we'll take it from there. But yeah. But time to go home. I have to unbox the shovel that I have. So I bought an electric shoveler for my house, and I bought that last year with full intent of using it, but never unboxed it because I never had to plow the road last year. but definitely think it's gonna be different this year. So yeah, gonna do that. But wife's calling me, so better answer. Talk to you guys later. So this thing right here is one of the best $100 I spent. Bought this thing actually the end of the 2018, so like early, the end of 2018 summer. I bought it for like $100. It was on sale. I didn't use it at all last year, but it's an electric snow shovel. So I couldn't justify spending over, $1,000 or so trying to get a snowblower and stuff. But this, and the thing is, it took me almost 2 years to finally use it, but so much more efficient. I tackled this part earlier today, had some breakfast. I'm gonna finish up here, but yep, winter has started. And they're sledding. We'll take the boys out sledding later too, but yeah, no, I'm really glad I bought this. I couldn't find an extension cable for the life of me apparently, but I finally found one. Gonna finish up today. Maybe eventually I'll buy a blower, but for right now, budget's tight. But yeah, if you guys are on a budget and looking for a solution, one of these suckers, you won't regret it. It's definitely a hell of a lot better than shoveling. I think my dad was a little bit like ticked. He looked at it, he was like, all right, whatever. All right, time to finish this. My son, fortunately and unfortunately, the hospital's still open today, so I had to take my son to his doctor's appointment. And so today's gonna be quite the busy day here. Hopefully the roads aren't too bad. The neighborhood kind of sucks, but the main road should be good by now. But first time in the snow for Daniel here. You got it, buddy. You guys got it. There you go.
우리 준이 너무 좋아한다.
어디가?
Where are you going, Daniel?
어디가?
Jian, having fun? So another injustice in the world. The plow truck already went by here, and I just finished shoveling all the snow out to the middle so they could plow it away. Also cleared the mailbox area. He comes through. On that side of the street, they completely just blew the snow inward towards the middle. I thought they were going to do the same, but on his way back around, he pushes it towards our way here. So all the work that we just did got negated, and we have to do it all over again. 2020. Somebody's about to have their doctor's appointment. Are you excited?
Yeah.
You're excited for the doctor? What if you get a shot today? We're in the Minions room. June, what if you get a shot today, though?
Let's put that toilet in there.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to be nice. I'll get you some ice cream if you do, though. You excited?
Sure.
You're excited. He doesn't know what's about to come. Actually, I don't know if she's getting shots today. We'll find out soon here. You ready? June, say hi. Yeah. Are we all playing games? Are we all playing games?
Yes.
Uh-huh. What are you roaring for? Oh my god, what are you roaring for?
No.
What? You were playing Mario Kart. So this is what my wife deals with all the time without me. One's about to fall asleep, one just woke up from a nap, so it's full of energy. All sitting down next to mommy while watching Coco Melon. Daniel, are you having fun? Jen, are you okay? Yeah. Happy Monday. Just Came in thinking it'd be a little bit easier day, but no, we got all our shipments in today here. Oh, because we're in. Well, happy Monday, guys. Just realized I forgot to record the weekly recap video earlier today, or actually even yesterday here. It's been a sort of weird week. Definitely I definitely didn't get to recording a lot. There was a lot of distractions going on. I'll be honest with you guys. Just between the franchise work that's ever going, and obviously I'm looking forward. I gotta start getting ready for the year-end paperwork, which I'm starting to kind of just like trying to figure out right now. But we started getting some more orders on the website. We're tuning the website even more. A video that I uploaded recently just kind of blew up, and so I've been dealing with trying to. I'm handling the increased traffic from that video. There's been more franchise inquiries, and just been like, oh, okay. And then obviously life with home and everything. And this week was a bit of an up and down week, I'll say, but nothing really too exciting. So unfortunately, ever since we had to close the gaming space, it's really just us at the retail shop, and there's really not much going on outside the daily grind that we're going through now. And unfortunately, I just, number one, legally, I can't really record what I'm working on and show you guys. But number two, it'd be kind of boring for you guys. But just overall, though, guys, I think this past week was a nice little boost. Sales-wise, it's obviously down. It's down everywhere for everyone. Just we're back in shutdown mode again. But I think today or yesterday they announced the House finally passed a bill and they finally signed it into law. So unemployment benefits have been extended. People are going to be getting a $600 check. So something is better than nothing at this point, especially for those that need it. So we're hoping that the people who pretty much have jobs are going to get the extra income will then go ahead and spend it where they need to and stuff like that. The whole point of the stimulus bill is to really inject cash into the economy so the money then rotates. Because for those of you, just a quick lesson, how does economic value get created? And it depends on how many hands the money goes through. So for example, if I pay $10 for a service, let's say at a restaurant, for service, and then that person takes that $10 and buys another service, and then that person goes to purchase something else, and then that person then takes that $10 to go purchase something else, and let's say it goes through about 10 different people. Now that $10 created about $100 worth of economic stimulus in terms of where how the money rotated around and stuff in services, and that's kind of the point of the stimulus bill. And now I know that a lot of people are going to be putting it towards personal expenses, obviously things like rent, utilities, and food and stuff like that. But hopefully, the money just continues to rotate and stuff, because that's what happened early on back in, I believe it was April when it first happened. The money started rotating, and even though we were closed, we were still generating sales, and we were able to at least keep the store up and everything like that. And so the hope is, obviously we've increased our retail presence and our e-commerce presence too, and so hopefully we can just ride out the rest of this winter. So December is going to be pretty bad, I think, once I do the numbers here. But the one thing I don't look forward to is getting ready the year-end tax work, which is going to take. It's going to be several days. But thankfully, it should be easier than of years past due to obviously COVID and us, being closed several months here and there. But just overall, though, with the videos going viral and the workload that I'm about to, pretty much it's like the home stretch. It's the home stretch of the work that I'm really looking forward to. Because, knock on wood, without giving specific dates, hopefully towards the end of January, I can actually start meeting with, via Zoom and phone calls, but actually meeting with and talking to potential franchisees. So talk to them and go over the numbers with them, go over the investment that's going to be involved, time frame to open, etc., locations and everything, and just go over the whole caboodle. And it's gonna be an uphill battle because I don't I think I have about 90 people. I think I've filtered down to about 90 people who are waiting for the information. Like, they kept in contact, they've responded, and they're ready for it. And so once we get that out there, that's going to be intriguing. It's a scary thought. I think the one thing that was really bothering me this past week was, I think the fear that I'm going to go into this and then come January, February, still be in the same position. So not sell a franchise and still be struggling because we'll still be in the middle of, the COVID lockdowns. Hopefully it should be settling down by then. I know that they're pumping out the vaccines, but it hasn't gone nationwide yet. Not everyone's been vaccinated. And so how the next few months are going to roll out, or how they're going to transpire and everything, we don't know. My only hope is that we can just get through it, And so personally, I really hope that next month that we can at least get 1 or 2 signed. So that way that stress of like, are we going to be able to even open up 1 next year goes away. That's kind of like the main thing. I'm just like, because the fear is, because I've researched some other franchises and stuff, other gaming franchises, virtual reality, LAN centers, board game stores, and everything. And some of them have opened up in the few years that I've been doing it, only a handful, like barely a handful. And that's terrifying. And I see that, but the thing is, like, I'm confident, but you gotta understand what the worst case scenario is. And that's, the last 5 years have really taught me, and just be like, whatever your situation is, what is the worst case scenario for your business? So in terms of the franchising business, what's the worst case scenario? Well, I end up spending all these resources and funds to get the consulting work done, the legal fees done, get all the documents drafted up, and nobody buys anything. So nobody buys into the franchise. I don't get to expand, and I'm back to square one. And I would have to take it from there, but that's a position I really don't, that's a bridge I'd rather not have to cross. And so I think I'm gonna be pretty stressed until that first contract is signed. And then there's that. So I mean, it's been kind of bothering me, but don't worry. I'm still positive about it, but just the way, what's it called? What's it called? It's when people who suffer depression go through it, like where, they're having like an absolutely positive day, and then one thing will lead to another, and they kind of spiral down. And I'm getting better with it these days, with age and stuff like that. My kids are helping, but it's unfortunate. My mind just goes that way sometimes. But overall, though, like after thinking about that, I was like, all right, well, I can't talk about the franchise fee, obviously, but I was like looking at the fees and stuff, like, all right, well, how do I justify that? What can I do? Because I'm always thinking of like how I want my relationship, my relations with, between franchisor and franchisees to be. And I'm always thinking about how I want that, to become and everything. And so, I thought of different ways in terms of like kickbacks, and how do I want to, especially since we're gonna be working on the brand side of things, how do I want those things to work out with them? So I'm working out the details. I wish I can kind of talk about it, but just for like a CYA type thing, I'm kind of like keeping it tight-lipped. But I've been figuring out those solutions. I think I really came up with actually 2 unique ideas that I'm going to pitch to the consulting firm to see if that's something that I could go ahead and put into the agreement as a bargaining chip. Because at the end of the day, these people are they're risking it all. They're coming in, and they're even though they're buying a business plan that's kind of already been researched and done for the last 5 years, it's still a risk. And then they need every assurance that they can that I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that they succeed. Just kind of what it is. Like it's sort of the insurance policy. It's like the, I guess, insurance policy that no matter what happens, like that. Now, obviously, that's a bad example because insurance companies aren't the best companies in the world. But you know what I mean, though. But it's just like, if you're going to be paying, you're going to be spending all this money and paying, doing the franchise fees and the royalty fees and stuff like that, the brand fees. You want to make sure that the person that, the company that you're giving it to is doing everything in their power to make sure that you succeed too, beyond your whatever it is beyond your control. So my job is to make sure that they have all the tools they need to succeed, all the materials that they need to go ahead and run events, daily operations, etc., to become self-sufficient. And then it's also my job to make sure that the brand keeps growing too. So not only that the franchisees are executing my business plan to a T, the brand, the culture, and everything, they represent us right, but also making sure that we grow it overall, digitally and worldwide. The better brand recognition that we have, the better, the more recognition that they will get, more traffic for them, better business for them, and back and forth. And then obviously the customers come into play too, because I need to make sure that the franchisees are taking care of the customers. And ultimately that's the most important thing for me, is that the customers are being taken care of, just because this community has got so much heartbreak. I've seen cons come and go, I've seen friendships come and go, and I've seen businesses come and go. And I've been through it too, where, I find a shop that I really liked and everything, and then fast forward 2-3 years, and they're gone because they couldn't make it. And it's like, just when you think you found a home or a place to hang out with, there's that. And I really haven't suffered it as much, because I've personally only found one place like that in America. That was years ago when I was younger. They sadly gone away, but too many people tell me of the horror stories that, and the reason why I did is because it's of those horror stories where they've really fallen in love with the place, and it's just like, it's literally just like a relationship, because they're like, I really don't like committing to new stores because, I don't want to go through the heartbreak again, because they invested so much of their time and life into supporting a store, and then they up and leave or close, and then they're left with nothing. And it's literally just like a bad breakup in a relationship. But my goal is to be beyond just a place that they shop at. I've always talked about, and I'm hoping that they see it. And sorry, I went out to a little mini rant here. It's meant to be a weekly recap, but yeah. But this week is obviously Christmas, so for those of you, God, I have to edit like 3 videos, so hopefully by the time you guys see this, I'm caught up. But if you see this and it's after holidays or before the New Year's, hopefully it's by Christmas I get this out, because I'm just gonna plow through these hopefully. But hope you guys had a good Christmas, but happy holidays, and happy New Year. Hopefully we're gonna all start off 2021 on a good note, or the best possible note we can, because at this point, 2021, I almost don't want to say it can be worse, but it's got to be up from here, right? And so I'm looking forward to 2021. I really am. I really hope I can just forget about this year, and the next year focus on really just growing the overall company. I think I'm really looking forward to doing that, and just taking care of my family, and just doing this all over, and just doing it. I don't know. It's been a crazy year. I can't believe we're here right now in terms of like our position where we are. Like, I can't believe we made it this far. Trust me when I say this. Like, I know I had a lot of people say that we're going to be closing. COVID will be the 1-2 KO knockout punch for our business. And I was one of them. I'm like, this might be it. This might be the end of the store. And then TikTok happened, and then other things happened. I met other people, and the business has been growing again, and there's a future. There's a solid future ahead of us. And, it's both scary and exciting, just like anything. I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing how this community grows and, receives just Gamers Heaven overall, and any other projects that we decide to start. And I look forward to it, and I really hope that, like, I don't change, because the other thing I think of is the opposite of failure. So the opposite of the worst case scenario. What is the best case scenario? And the best case scenario is that all 70, 90 people decide to sign on immediately and then all of a sudden I'm screwed. Not in a bad way, but it's just like I'm going to have no life whatsoever for the years to come. And I'm going to be working my ass off to get these places built. I have to build a company like immediately to support all these people. But oh my God, that'd be so great, you know. And I think about that, and like that means, and then if I do my job right, we have 70, 90 stores open. Everyone's doing well. The company's doing well. Brands doing well. Franchisees are doing well. Everyone's doing well. The customers are really happy with what we're doing. We're expanding the stores even further, making more service, everything. And I just hope that if I'm ever in that position, that I am still who I am. You know, it's just like when you imagine, it's like, oh, if I won the lottery, you know, if I ever became successful, I would never change. But people do. Money changes people. Money corrupts friendships, ruins families, it ruins relationships, and that's how it is. And I just hope that if I succeed, which is the other fear, that I don't change, and I make sure I stay humble. I make sure to teach my kids to be humble and thankful for everything that is given and provided, you know, and continue to keep working hard and not get lazy. You know, I'll delegate more. That means I'll definitely make sure I mitigate my efforts and everything like that. But overall, though, I just hope I continue to be me. But first things first, I gotta get all this done. I gotta get the work done. I just gotta get it done. Oh my God, so much work ahead here, and wish me luck, guys. But as always, guys, thank you for following me along my journey here. Hope you guys are all safe and had a wonderful holiday. And as always, please let me know you know, if you'd like to keep supporting us, definitely leave a thumbs up and a comment. It helps the algorithm out and just shows me that you guys are enjoying this content, as well as you watched this part of the video. And if you haven't already done so, please do consider hitting that subscribe button as you follow me on my crazy journey into franchising my business and making a company from the ground up here. But as always, guys, no matter what part of the world or what time it is that you guys are watching this video, please have a good day, good morning, and good evening, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.